Hey, how's it going, famous YouTube celebrity Turpentinee, and I'm here with a new mission. Enemies at sea and on land, outwit them and capture their headquarters. According to our intel, it's just a little farther ahead. Sammy, how sure are you about this information's accuracy? It seems odd that Flak would be out here resting his troops. I know, but do you really think Flak's capable of setting a trap? Well, since you put it that way. Ah shit, my mouse is on the screen. I don't know what that voice is. Lash out, mission 6. You're right. Flak didn't set a trap for you. I did. Flak doesn't have a cunning bone in his body. Who's this? A little girl? A black hole CO, perhaps. Tee-hee-hee, you got it. My name's Lash. Nice to meet you. Would you like to play with me? What did you say, Grandma? I do believe I'm being taunted. Sammy, bring her to me alive. Okay. So this mission we get introduced to naval units. Look at this terrain. Look at this terrain. I think we have naval units here. See that base up there? There's nothing we can do to keep it from the enemy. But if we ignore it, they'll use it to deploy ground units after ground units. Which means there's only one way for us to proceed. We have to get to that isle and capture the enemy headquarters. Yes, ma'am. If victory relies on capturing, then I'm the right CO for the job. As well you should be. You're quite skilled at securing properties, plus your transport units possess superior movement range. That goes for T-copters in this lander as well. I'm sure you'll be able to handle all transports with ease. First, let's try to get that T-copter out of trouble. If we leave this T-copter here, those two air units will take it. If we go to the sea, it becomes vulnerable to that cruiser. Both of these units can fire directly at air units. If that T-copter gets hit, it doesn't stand a chance. Now we could rely on its movement range and flee, but there's another way. To keep it safe... How? Easy. Cruisers can carry up to 2 B-copters or T-copters. As long as the cruiser's safe, so are its passengers. As luck would have it, you have a cruiser under your command. Why don't you try it out? This mechanic is never seen ever again, and honestly I forget about it all the time. Okay, let's take a look at the cruiser you've selected. It's a direct combat unit, but it can only fire on certain units. It can only attack air units and submarines. I believe it can reach the enemy sub from here, so go ahead and attack. So it can attack subs? Did it say air units? Yeah. It can't attack other sea units. It's incredibly good against subs. You've selected a sub. Subs are direct combat units. Subs can fire on all naval units, including the cruiser above. Whoa. Frames, boys. Excuse me? However, they're rather ineffective versus cruisers, so don't expect too much. Subs also have the ability to dive under the surface of the sea. Dive? That means they can't be attacked while submerged, right? That's half true. They can't be fired upon by most units when submerged. However, other subs and cruisers can attack at any time. As you know, when naval units run out of fuel, they sink. Submerged units use a lot more fuel, in fact they use 5 units per day. If in danger, select rise to surface and head to port. Well, there are no ports here, so use an APC to refuel. Yes ma'am. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with the sub in this mission. This is a battleship. It's an indirect combat naval unit. It can fire on both ground and naval units. It also has the largest range of fire of any indirect combat unit. You should be able to reach the rocket unit from this current location. Give it a try. I don't think I need to bother attacking the rocket unit, actually. So I'm going to move it up here. And then how far can this guy move? I don't know if it's worth trying to save this guy. But I will move him away. And I'll dive him. And then we'll move all my other units up. Just in the hopes that as it moves back towards that, I'll be able to shoot it. I don't know if I really touched on mechs. These guys are mechs, the ones with the rockets. They're really, really OP. Fucking ridiculously OP. It's just because when they introduced the money system, you can think of the money system as something akin to in CSGO. Did I just move that guy into the range of rockets? Ooh. Okay, good. What we have here is a lander. It transports troops in the exact same way APCs do. It's also restricted to dropping units on terrain those units can traverse. It's unique that it can carry 2 ground units at once. On this map, the only place it can drop troops is on the shoals. It can normally use ports as well, but since there's no ports here, under these conditions, these landers This lander is a unit I just can't do without. I agree, you must be careful to keep it from being fired upon. Oh, right. Now this... oh no, that can't... they can only attack subs. And that's the end of the day. Little bit of a twist on this mission, I believe. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something to tell you. You know, I didn't lead you all the way out here for nothing. On day 7, Flack's bringing his troops, and we're gonna pinch you like a bug. What? Oh my god. Yep, you're running out of time. Yeah. Well, isn't this an unpleasant surprise? This black hole CO has a brain. Okay, Sammy, you heard her. Flack and his goons are closing in. We're gonna clear this map within 7 days. Here's your chance to prove your rep for surprising the foe. Surpassing the fray? Yes, ma'am. I'll give it my yes, ma'am. I'll give it my best shot. Okay. Lash. She has her passive is for every star that you have in defense. You know, the day 2. Let me tell you a bit more about these naval units. I'll get back to that in a second. At the beginning of each day, naval units burn 2 units of fuel. If their fuel supply runs out, they sink and vanish. To refuel, place naval units in ports or move them next to APCs. Understood. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of this battle up to you. Good luck. Well, that guy didn't end up moving at all, so I'm gonna take this guy out. And then, what was I talking about? Lash. You know how you have defensive stars? On the sea you have no defensive stars. But let's say here you have 1, and on cities you have 3. For every defensive star that she has, that is... oh wait, I can actually shoot upon that unit right next to me. I forgot these guys are a little bit better than cruisers. No, than these guys. They can shoot only 2 units and further away, but these guys can shoot 1 unit and further away. So I'll move all my guys up though. And I'll try to get into a position where I can actually just fire upon the base. Well, I can with that guy, so that's alright. I'll get this guy in the APC and we'll move him up. No thank you. What am I doing? Okay, so for every star that you have though, she gets an extra 10% firepower, I believe. It's absurd. But also aside from that, yeah, there's more. Aside from that, her... oh no, that's it, that's her passive. But then, you know how you have CO powers? Well, her CO power is, her regular one is gain an extra star, just even if you're on a road, it doesn't matter, you get 1 star, and then let's say you're a mountain, you get 5 stars. And then I think in the ultimate, that gets... it doesn't exist anymore, like that part doesn't exist, but then it gets overridden, and she doubles all terrain effects, so... ridiculous, she can have 8 defense. That's insane. I don't know if you realise, but that's insane. Fucking crazy. Alright, so we're going to move our units up, and I'm going to try... if I can kill this guy, I can most probably block the base. If you have a unit on top of a building that can spawn units, you block it. So we're not going to move him here, we're going to move him there so he can shoot upon people that might come. No, I don't want to drop anything right now. And then I'm going to move this guy up, and we're actually going to drop my aircraft here, and we're going to try and move up the lander to here because I don't think it can be hit from there. I think it has to go here, otherwise it's going to be able to be hit. Oh my days, my lander can be hit anyway. And that's all my units. I think you can actually see all these statistics and stuff within. Okay, well she can already use her regular power. You do get more regular power from being fired upon than you do from... that stings. Than you do from, you know, just attacking. You get some from attacking, but you get more from being fired upon. As you'll see, mine will start building up pretty rapidly now because I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh, well you can't see because it's not my turn. But I think I'll have my regular one by now. Yeah. So we're going to move this guy up. And now we're going to start clearing. Yep, that one. One of the guys got health back, you may have noticed. That's because one of the turns he was resting upon one of the cities that his people owned. So, anytime you stay on a brick that is owned by you, so that's just any building, a HQ, a city, a base, Or it may only be cities, but as far as I'm aware, it's buildings that you own. Ah, damn. Wait. Maybe I should have moved up my units. How many days do I have left, honestly? 4 days. Oh, I got heaps of time. I'm gonna move this guy across, and then we're gonna have a jolly good time. And then moving this guy up. Alright, booby. Blow him up. I don't want him to capturing that base. It doesn't actually make any particular difference because I don't know. Until you kind of contest that, they don't even really give a shit. And honestly, it seems like they don't give a shit anyhow. So yeah, just gonna let me capture your HQ, are you? That's cool, man. That's cool. I think for the most part, I'm gonna try to get S ranks on most of the missions, if not all of them. And I'll accept an A rank, but anything below that, I think I just won't even. I'll just redo the mission off camera and. Tee hee hee, come on, let's play. I don't know if that's the initial voice I use. Prime tactics. Yeah, boy. It's not gonna do a lot here, but you'll see how defense is a lot more powerful. Is a hell of a lot more stronger than attack is. Because defense doesn't seem to have diminishing returns. Ah, shit, I lost a unit. That's gonna hurt my score. Flax troops arrive tomorrow. I wonder if Sammy's okay. Well, I'm just gonna damage or at least destroy some unit. Whoa, the frames or the lags. See how this fucking bomber did 28% of that guy's health, or that was the statistic. So if you destroy extra things, I think you get an extra power score. So congratulations, Sammy, you won. Whoa, I came through somehow. Now I'd like to talk to our energetic little friend again. Sammy, drag her over here, please. Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. This isn't that brat. This is. It's a dummy. She escaped? Unbelievable. She played us like a pair of fools. Flax troops are closing in. Let's get out of here. What a troublesome pair they turned out to be.
Mission complete.
That was not the I still got 300, dude. What the hell? Well, 300's a perfect score, by the by. Lash, she's gonna be a handful. Bum ba da 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 bum 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 bum. Alright, that's enough for this episode, and I'll catch you next time.